recording.
I like that.
Oh, I don't like this recording in progress. All right, so I'm gonna draw for you guys what I do on my coaching calls. So because you're going to learn how to help people come into this business, it's very important for you guys to learn how to make coaching calls and carry out coaching calls on yourself. You should know where to get the Kangen Enagic paperwork. You should know where to get the machine information from. If you guys are not in the GPM Facebook group, let me know and I'll add you guys in there. You guys all should be added in there. Unless it slipped my mind. Unless you guys don't have your machines, then you wouldn't be in there, obviously. Only people who do have their machines in there.
Obviously, once you get in all the groups, we've got to add you to.
Yeah.
Season page and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So this is how I explain it. Like I said, guys, if you just did your coaching call, then this will be nice and fresh in your mind. But if you don't remember this, then listen up.
Or even if you've got better ways.
Yep.
Yeah, we've been doing this for such a long time.
Right.
Surely there's better ways now.
I don't know. I think everyone, even Brody explained this so too. We started this pizza thing. We started it.
Yeah.
All right. So Enagic works off an 8-point system. Every single time an Enagic product is sold, 8 checks get cut. So for example, if it's a K8, 1 point of the K8 is 340. You times that by 8 is how much is distributed once a K8 is sold.
365.
Okay. Oh, well, this one says 340. So let's just go off here. All right. So 340 times 8.
Well, I'm sorry, because this is American. The Australian one is 365.
Yeah. All right. So let's look it up on our calculator just so you guys know. 340 times 8 is $2,720. That's distributed 2720. That is distributed amongst different distributors depending on what their rank is. Okay, so bear in mind this. Let's talk about the K8 in this scenario just so I can help you guys move along better. Okay, so depending on what you're sitting on right now, whether you came in with a trifecta or whether you came in with one product. 1 second. I'm gonna wait for mom to come in. Now, depending if you came in with a trifecta or if you came in with one product is different on which lane you're in. So you're in one of the 2 lanes. So if you came in with one product, you bought the first product directly off us. So that means you'll start on 0 sales. That means you've sold nothing. Okay. So that means you need to sell to 2 separate people in your 1A lane for you to move into your 2A lane. So for example, if you get a girl called Pixie, I don't know. Couldn't find it. Usually I say Sarah. Usually I say Sarah, Bill, or Fatima. There's the common names. Anyway, say Pixie buys a trifecta and you only have bought one product. Just because Pixie bought 3 products doesn't automatically mean that you go up to 2A. No, you need to put someone else in your 2A, in 1A lane for you to move up. Okay? Doesn't mean you're 2A eligible until you put 2 separate people. That's why if you were to buy the trifecta, which is the 3 products, 1 plus 2 is 3. We place these 2 underneath you. So no one's in your 1A lane but yourself. And the first person that you register, they will be in your 2A lane.
So you can't skip it.
Yeah.
But it's not, if people tell you it's a must, we're full of it. It's not a must. It's just like a little head start. That's all it is.
Yeah, so like a little boost.
Yeah, but it's not a must because you get people out there that say you have to come in like this or else you can't get into Enagic. And
they can get in trouble if they say that.
Lying, obviously.
I mean, when we first started, there were so many people that were full of it and they said that to us.
Yeah, because my first coach was all the way from Canada. So he spoke to me about it and it didn't make sense. That's what Brody told me. You didn't have to if you don't want to.
Yeah. There's a chat.
Yeah, message.
Abbas, we can't really hear you.
I'm not too far away.
Abbas is okay. Okay, better.
Fair enough. Is that a lot more better? This microphone.
Okay, so Abbas just needs to.
How about now? I took off that sensor thing.
We took off the buffer.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. All right, awesome. So I'm just going to close the chat now. Alrighty, so 8 checks get cut. Trifecta, 2A lane, one product, 1A lane. Okay, so what that means is if you go and sell after you bought your trifecta and you're in your 2A lane, if you go and sell to someone that wants just a K8, out of their sale, you're getting 680, which is 340 times 2.
Yeah. So that means now you're putting 2.
Yeah, 2. If you're in your 3A lane, it's 1,020. If it's your 4A lane, 1,000.
So the 4A lane, don't ever look at. I strongly believe the 4A lane is, most people will agree. Once you reach 4A, it's no joke. I know it's only 21 sales, but let's say if you sell 1K per week, it's a good amount of money, man. $1,360. And I believe once you get here, this is where you should reinvest, because that's where I reinvested. Because once you get into 4A lane, like when you reach, 4A.
Wait, I want to ask them if there's any questions. Okay, from here, do you guys have any questions? There are no stupid questions in this lane, because what we're going to teach you beyond this, it took me, I didn't understand any of this until I was 4A plus.
Yeah.
I didn't understand any of this. I'm like, what is this? But he's like, look, if you don't understand, it's completely fine. All you got to do is buy the trifecta and then start selling like crazy, which is exactly what we did. We got to 4A in 4 months.
But our coaching call wasn't with Brody. It was actually with David Wilkinson.
Yeah. As in reinvest, like buy icons or the soaps. Yeah. We're going to explain that in a minute.
Or even a machine, like whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be. I'll explain to you all
right.
what we did.
So from here, do you guys understand exactly what this means? Okay. 8-point system, the point depends on, one commission times the 8, where you fall. So if you're in 6A means you get 6 points of the commission. Does this all make sense? Yes. Okay. So now I'm going to clear this.
Honestly, for me, it didn't make no sense at all. Like I'm talking about, because it took us only a month and a half to reach 4A. So it made no sense.
Okay, John. All right. So I'm going to clear this now, and I'm going to draw the pizza again. And the next part could be a little bit overwhelming. We're going to try and make it as easy as possible. Why is it that when Abbas and I reached 4A and the rest of the leaders went 4A, it was a massive, massive win for us, all of us. It's a massive achievement. Like literally we can shout it from the rooftops. The moment you reach 4A, what was the percentage? How many people reach, if they reach 4A, they say,
I think 62%. If reach 4A, reach the.
So 64%, 62%?
Something like that.
62% of people who reach 4A reach 6A. Okay. So if you can make it to 4A, I'm pretty sure you can make it to 6A. Okay.
Because by then you're going to have at least anywhere from 6 people underneath you, in case they bought trifectas, to 21 people underneath you, in case each one bought one product.
Yeah.
So it's really, really good. That means you obviously got a team behind you.
Yeah.
Am I talking loud enough, or you still can't hear me? Is that good? Okay, good.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, good.
All right. Awesome.
That's good.
Okay. So now this is where it gets a little bit more complicated, or kind of like less elaborate. It's more like,
basic, man. If you guys understand money, this part gets really, really exciting.
Yeah, but I don't know, some people like me, it's bad at maths. Cool. It's all right.
So obviously at this stage, you guys will be FOA. So as you can tell, you guys are already taking half the pizza, which is quite good. And each sponsor ID can only take 6. That's it. One single sponsor ID cannot take the whole 8. It's impossible. So your uplines have to get anywhere from 1 to 2 points off you. So what it does for you is, this is where you reinvest. So when I reached 4A, and a person by the name of Safa Barakshun bought off me, which is my wife, So, and technically speaking, I'm her upline. So instead of me stacking underneath me now, I start stacking underneath her. So every time I make a sale now, or we make a sale, I don't put it on my sponsor ID anymore, which is a 4A. I put it in Safa's sponsor ID. So that means Safa is now placed in my 4A leg.
Yes. So
that means Safa is on 1 point.
Wait 1 second. I'm going to draw this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that means every time Safa makes a sale, I'll get 4 points. So that means now, let's say if Safa makes her own first sale, she's going to get 1 point. So put S. Safa will get the 1 point, which is
you know what? Hold on. Let me change the color.
I'm going to change the color. Yeah, so Safa will get 1. Yeah, Safa will get 1 point and I'll get the 4. So technically speaking, let's say it's a K8. You go 5A commission and you're not even at 5A yet. So you're getting 5A commission
per household.
So technically speaking, she makes 1 more sale. I'm getting 6A commission. Well, technically speaking, she's getting a 2. I'm getting a 4. So I'm getting 6A commission. So you highlight that. So now Safa's getting 2. Safa's getting 2 now. So which is 3A. What happens? She gets 3 points. I still get the 4. So that means now Brody, instead of Brody getting 2 points off me, he's only getting the 1 because there's only 1 left over. So Brody only gets the 1 now. So eventually Safa reaches 4A. Brody gets nothing no more. Safa gets 4 and I get the 4.
So that's how we get the 8 point
8
system.
points. So then eventually Safa's sponsor they reach 6A. So technically speaking, I got cut off. So I'm only getting
2.
I'm only getting 2 now, and Safa's getting 6.
Okay, so what do you do here? You reinvest again.
Oh, well,
So-
technically speaking, what we've done, to be honest, when Safa's legs reached 5A, that's when we reinvested again.
Yeah.
So when Safa reaches 5A, I reinvested again.
So we have another
Yeah, which
sponsor ID.
is in my name.
Okay, hold on one second.
We have so many sponsors.
I don't get this. It's a bit complex. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to break it down for you even more so. Okay. This is,
At the moment, I think when you reach 4A, this is when you come back and speak to us. Like,
but
hey, man,
it's
well,
completely fine if she doesn't.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Like I said, I don't
But what
understand
this is pretty cool is, we're teaching you guys how to cut us off.
Yeah.
That's all we're teaching you. We're teaching you guys how to get the whole 8 point system.
Mm.
And everybody wants to get the whole cake, as if you actually wouldn't want to get the whole
Right.
points.
So what happens if this sponsor ID is 6A, this sponsor ID is 6A, and this sponsor ID is 6A? And this is not even including your downlines who will possibly reach 6A. This is saying, I got this, I'm going to take my first consideration into this, and I'm going to do it. What happens if your 6A, your second leg is 6A, and your third leg is 6A? This one's 6A too.
6A too. So as we speak, I'm a 6A, Safa is a 6A, and I have a third leg, because we stopped, to be honest, stacking knee foot. That's a 5A. It's not far away from 6A. So once I reach a 6A, I'm 6A too.
Yeah. So we're on the brink of it. So there's just a couple more sales, right?
Mm.
So I'm going to explain this all again. No, I thought it was me. I'm going to explain to this all again. Let's draw the 8 point system, okay? Pizza. Yummy, yummy pizza. All right. There's 8 points, correct? 4 plus 4 is 8. Okay. First position. I'm sorry. First position reaches 4A. Oh, one second. Thanks. Okay. First position, that's Abbas's position, right? We're just going from our example here. First position reaches 4A. When the first position reaches 4A, we reinvest again with Ukons, okay? Or another machine. It is completely up to you. The Ukons have to be renewed 3 times anyway for you to hold the whole thing. And there's also very important information about the Ukons that I will distribute, and I'll tell you guys later. Okay, so Abbas's one is 4A. Now, this one's a brand new sponsor ID. I'm going to start with Ukons, and then I'm going to start stacking underneath this Ukon. So this one is 1A. I'm going to start stacking people underneath it, 2 people, and then I'm 2A. Once this one gets to 4A, me and Abbas are getting the whole 8. So that means if Abbas and I sell say for example, a K8, say for a K8, both of us are 4A, $1,360 times 2 is exactly what we'll get out of just a K8 sale. Okay. Whereas if you were to sell a trifecta, it's $2,220 times 2. Why do we get this? Because
a little bit less than that.
Just a little bit less.
Because they get 1 point. They get 1 point of each because they send 2 to themselves.
Yeah.
So you get a little bit less. Yeah.
Yeah. So just a little bit less because they then get the point as well. So you can't distribute more than 8 points. Okay. So I'm placing people underneath me. Abbas is getting commission because I'm his downline and he's my upline.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're both getting close to what, 4K?
Yeah, close to it, yeah.
Close to 4K per household per sale of a trifecta. Does that make sense now? So the first position doesn't move up, it stays at 4A. It will move up.
It does move up because every time she sells, I think it's part of my team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get the points as well. I get points as well.
Although he cannot move up from 4A
that makes sense.
points
So
for me.
example, when I reach 51 sales, because I've been stacking in my downline, which is Safa. So eventually when I reach, let's say I'm on 52 points, 53 points, then I can put one directly through me. Because then that means that I've reached 5A.
Yes.
Because I'm 5A eligible. So I've got to put one directly through mine to make my sponsor ID set in stone.
Yes.
So that every time I reach a new rank, I put only one directly for straight to mine.
Yes.
So when I reach 6A2, I've got to put one directly through me. Just directly through me.
So Abbas will never get more than 4A commission because he's placed me in his 4A lane. I'm already 4A. Okay, but he will move up. Okay, so stack underneath new position until 5A eligible, then do direct sale. Yes. So so you and Abbas have separate affiliate links in order to get both sales.
No.
We have a separate sponsor IDs.
Yeah.
So how it works is when we send off paperwork I would put on, and you guys can go back to your Enagic paperwork. Depending on who you're under, you will know who you're under. If you're underneath Abbas, it will say Abbas Al-Chami and his first position or his second position. And then, or if you're underneath me, it will say my full name, my sponsor ID if you're underneath me directly. Okay, both of you guys, you would have been at the top, the middle, or the side position. Both of you, all of you guys would have been underneath that. Okay, so we don't have separate affiliate links. We both trade with Build Your Empire University.
Because Build Your Empire University and Enagic are two different systems.
Yeah, two different things. Enagic, my sponsor ID, and Abbas sponsor ID is different.
Yeah, so you don't need to Build Your Empire University to sell Enagic.
No,
but this makes it easier for you guys. You know, some people have a full-time job. Some people, you know, don't want to speak about the product because they're not really comfortable with it.
Yeah.
And Build Your Empire University does it for you.
Yes.
I mean, it's like professional selling for you.
Yes, and you cannot set in stone a rank until you place someone there. So for example, when Abbas was 6A eligible, he was not technically 6A until we placed someone there.
Yeah.
So I had to make sure, I had to think, okay, well, in the month that we reached 6A in Abbas's leg, we had a e-payment or we had someone that was buying 3 products. So we're like, okay, Abbas, I'm going to put the e-payment underneath the top position so you can be like, it can be set in stone in the top position. Yeah, and then the trifecta underneath me. Why? The trifecta makes us more money, whereas the payment doesn't make us much money.
Yeah.
Okay.
But from time to time, 100 bro is a bit of money.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, I throw a K8 inside there so you can get, you know, 365 times 2.
Yeah. Does that make sense? You guys have
times 2, yeah.
Does that make more sense? Does this make more sense? Is this kind of like Fatima's son's like, yeah, I'm gonna be 682-4, bro.
Rib.
Thank you. Do you guys have any other questions about this? Okay, chat. Yes, I've got it. So most of you were like, okay, well, why do you stack you know, underneath you and not Abbas? Well, look, it depends on what.
No, you should still push me up regardless. It's the same household.
Yeah. So
it's going to the same pocket, so it's the same.
When your position, when you one of your position, when your top position reaches 6A, these positions you start getting bonuses. You get a $500 a month bonus for everyone who's underneath you and reaches 6A. Yeah. You also get a group bonus, an educational bonus, and everything like that. So if you then invest again. So if Abbas 6A and I'm 6A or 5A, yes, I invest again. Because I should have enough people in this position to push me up to 6A, and then I'll make a third leg. So prior in the past, before we went to the Enagic,
and that's how we should be. I believe, you know, we should be like.
I think that's time. Yeah, it'll get easier.
So I think speaking my first leg, it's, you know, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the rest is on each suffer and on each other leg. So mostly, like most of the other, like my directs, all indirectly, technically speaking. There's probably like less than 10 of my first original leg, and the rest on each suffer and my other leg. There's also a smiley face. Yeah, so.
Smiley face. So yeah, so you're gonna eventually we'll do more elaborate things, but right now your first rank is hit 4A. Just hit 4A, and then everything else will get kindly distributed. The information will get more understandable. Yeah, you become a pro. You do really become a pro. Okay. So there's another thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about Ukons now. I don't want you guys to run and buy Ukons if you haven't bought Ukons with your trifecta. Sorry, if you haven't bought Ukons and you didn't buy a trifecta. Yeah. I want you guys to be, I want you guys to be wary. Ukons are very, very important. I do not want anyone telling people they can come into this business with Ukons unless they are reinvesting and they're already in it with Enagic. Okay. I kind of got it, but if you don't have a partner in it, put it inside yourself. No, put it yourself. Your name. Yeah, put it underneath your name. You don't have to put it inside your partner. I think Brody said you could have a maximum 4.
No, machines unlimited. Machines.
Sponsor IDs.
Yeah, unlimited. As much as when it comes to Ukons, I think maximum 4. You don't need to put in someone else's name.
So 4A, we need it's 21 to 50 sales right here. Okay. To reach 4A, you need 21 sales. Okay, so like that's what. 4, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 7 trifectas. Yeah. 7 trifectas.
Or 21.
Or 21 individuals, people. Okay. All right. So yeah, with Ukons, don't tell anyone that they're allowed to come in with Ukons. Let me tell you why. It's very dangerous. Oh, it's very dangerous. Ukons are back when we reinvested into our business with Ukons, I'm just going to close this and then I'll reopen it, I think. With Ukons, they are very, very like dangerous. When you're buying Ukons, because they're renewed in thirds, first, second, and third, the first time you're buying
Every
is
4 months.
every 4 months. If you do not renew it or don't have the money for it to reinvest after 4 months, and you already have
Say 10 people.
and say 10 people underneath you, and you do not renew it, you lose your entire sponsor.
That goes your business.
Your whole business goes.
Every single person you have through your sponsor ID through your Ukons disappear.
Yeah.
Okay, that goes everything that you built.
I think I should tell them our story. So I had the day that I reached 4A, Abbas jumped onto the E8PA and my login was not working. And he's like, why is your login not working? Yes. Why is my login not working?
Because sponsor ID doesn't exist, man. What do you mean?
I'm like,
doesn't exist. So I jumped on my one, and then it showed Safa Barakshun cancelled. Like what? But Safa, it says your sponsor ID is cancelled. Okay, that's all.
I was 4A. I had reached 4A. I had sent paperwork.
But she's not to stress. Like, don't stress. Like I got all this on paperwork. So what we done is I renewed my Ukons early. So you obviously get an email for 4th month. I go, you know what? I'm gonna buy for you twice. So it becomes set in stone. Wait, no, I bought it for the second time, but I had to buy it one more time.
Yes.
So what I've done is I bought it early. And I sent them off an email and say, hey, I've got a reminder that I have to renew my Ukons, but I paid for it early. Do I need to pay for it earlier this time, or can I wait for the original day? They replied, they go, you can wait for the original day. So I got it all on paper. I go, are you sure? So if I goes, why don't you give me a call? I go, no, I want it all on paper just in case something goes wrong. Well, thank God we got it on paper. I directly contacted the Enagic.
I'm telling you, I was crying. I thought I had lost everything. 21 people. I had guns underneath my first position.
A lot more than 21 people.
It's 20, a lot more than 21 people, but 21 sales. You're there. You're finally 4A in your lane. Because Abbas and I have this saying: first time you do something's a fluke. Second time's 50-50. Third time is no longer a fluke anymore. So I'm like, I'm not a fluke. I'm not 50-50. This is, I basically put my blood, sweat, and tears. And then we tried everything. We did paperwork for Ukon that day.
Yeah, we sent it off.
We sent it off that day, mind you, and we're getting paid like a week later. So we had like a very short amount of time. We had bills and we had to put them all on hold. That was supposed to take out that 1,000, do you remember? And then we had to call Japan.
Yeah,
we called Japan. We called what's that name? The one at Japan. No, the one at Enagic that always handles the paperwork. What's her name?
She's left ages ago.
No, not Alana. Watari.
Hasn't she left?
No, Watari's still there. Watari is the OG of paperwork. Okay, we called her. We called Enagic in Japan, and they fixed it. But this is what I'm trying to say to you. When you guys buy now, it's auto renewal. Now it's auto renewal. Back then, it wasn't auto renewal. So I want you guys to make sure that you guys understand when you guys are doing paperwork, you need to do paperwork for Ukons every 4 months. Now, if you don't have Ukons now, don't worry about it. No biggie. All right. Don't worry about Ukons. Buy with Ukons on when you're 4A. Otherwise, you're renewing the top position and the bottom position at the same time.
I believe also, I strongly believe Ukons is quite important at
100%.
first, to be honest, because you're after, like when you first start the business, you're after the points, you're after the money, after reaching 4A, and you actually want to get there quicker.
Definitely.
So it is quite important.
Definitely. So so definitely. It's also with the special point as well.
Yeah.
So with why Ukons are also another thing that's it's very beneficial for your health.
We got so many.
I got like 5 boxes. I think I got like 15 boxes.
We got a cupboard full.
It was one of my biggest lessons for not renewing my Ukons. Do you recommend renewing Ukons after 4 months if you buy the trifecta? Everyone should be renewing their Ukons. If you buy the first,
unless it's really up to you if you can really afford it. But at the end of the day,
So if
even if you don't, it's fine. Maybe when you reach 4A again, do it again. Makes sense. Yeah.
So with Ukons, you need to pay attention. So if you don't have Ukons and someone underneath you buys Ukons, you don't get point for the Ukons.
Or commission.
Or commission. And the special point, the reason why Ukons are designed like that is because Ukons activate something called the special point. Special point gives you an extra anywhere from $100 to $300 per sale extra, just like kind of like a bonus. It's called special point.
I didn't get the question. So after you buy it the first time, second time, and the third time, it becomes your sponsor ID. But let's say you stop renewing after that, you still don't get the points or the commission, but your sponsor ID is yours forever.
Yeah.
You don't have to renew no more.
With us, we had a discussion.
You only get commissions for the machines. That's it.
So with us, we had to have this
anyway.
discussion. We had to have discussion. Like, okay, well, is this beneficial for us? Yeah, it was beneficial for us because we had like 10 people renewing their aircons.
Yeah.
Every so often, every 4 months, and you'd get commission. So the commission was like what? Like $900, $1,000. Would you remember?
So how much is each thing?
Point?
It told you on the paper in front of you.
Where?
The thing that you had, that sheet.
Wait, one sec. Let me open that up. Ukon.
So you get
240.
So type one more. So isn't that $80 per point?
Yeah.
$40 per point.
Yeah. So and then you have 10 people, 15 people renewing the Ukon.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the first like every time you renew, it's a 4-month cycle. And then 4 months after that, you will get an email. Make sure you guys pay attention, so otherwise you're gonna be like gone. Okay. Do you guys have any questions?
The way Ukons work is they round it off to $1,000. So let's say they're only $250. They don't give it to you until
yes, that's right. They don't give you $250, and they also pay out at the end of the month.
Yeah, but there has to be $1,000 up, so it's always nice and nice bulk.
Yeah. Do you guys have any other questions? No? Okay. So I want you guys to, if you guys aren't signed up to this is basically where you get your paperwork for Enagic.
For whatever country it may be.
So Enagic.
Every country has different paperwork.
Whoopsie. Enagic web system. So you sign into your Enagic web system, you put in your sponsor ID. Oh, it's already signed into me. You basically sign into your thing. That's my sponsor ID. That's my full name. And you're going to get all these forms. So you go to the Enagic forms and you're going to go to the different countries. So for example, I'm in AU. These are all the like paperwork that you'd need. If you guys are still unsure of what paperwork you guys would need, just message me. No biggie. I'm going to help you through it anyway. But this is good to know because you guys are distributors. I'm your sponsor. I'm not your mentor. We just mentor you through this because of Build Your Empire University. When anyone buys in through Enagic, they're not obligated to help you as much as we are.
We're still people like let's say pop up right there.
Yeah, it always does that.
Give you someone's name. They just signed up or they just joined Enagic in the UK.
Yeah. So there
you go again.
Yeah, there's right there. So it just goes to show that you guys need to pay attention and take control of your own learning. Okay, this is basically what it is. Also, there's education, compliance, the news, the portal, the eFriends tax calculator, marketing systems, business tools, website statistics, the whole shebang. Okay, there is another one that I want you guys to make sure that you guys are added to. GPM presents Kangan, Water, and Ukon. GPM Enagic Race to 6A. Everyone needs to be added into this. So if you're in this core and you're not added into this, and you have your Enagic machines, let me know and I'll add you guys in here. But yeah, otherwise, I've been playing a lot with that. I didn't renew my Ukon after it was permanent. Moving forward, should I stack my Ukon sales underneath my Salima? I've already spoken to you. Just invest with reinvest at 4A with Ukon. Yeah, but
don't forget to make sure it's set in stone.
Yeah.
Just in case you've got deadlines underneath, you don't want it to go.
Yeah, definitely. So what happens is along the way, you're gonna, just like Salima, not everyone who buys Enagic continues on with Enagic. Okay. So, and not everyone who buys in doesn't come back. I've had so many people like, I want to get Enagic again. Okay, cool, jump in. So we need to be mindful with who we are targeting and who we're running our ads to within our our target market. So if you're running ads to stay-at-home moms, let me be honest with you right now, stay-at-home moms are not going to have the determination to make it through. I spent literally my entire first year targeting stay-at-home moms. Okay, in the first year of people who signed up, had a specific kind of like characteristic where they expected everything to be easy. And I want you guys to be mindful of that. So along the next week, I'm going to show you guys how to make a Wix page. So with the landing pages that Build Your Empire University, they're great. They're awesome. Although, in my opinion, a landing page with your stuff on it sells better. 100%. 100%.
A lot more professional.
Yeah. If you guys haven't seen our website, I'm gonna open it up really quickly, very, very quickly. Oopsie. The only thing that you have to pay for is the domain. So this is our website. I made it myself. I'm not a tech guru. Let me tell you, I'm not a tech guru at all. Okay. About us, webinar, get started now button, and then I added this for fun. Contact us. And then I got my go lives here, get started, Okay.
It's all very plain and simple.
Doesn't have to be wow. I don't support Wix anymore. Or find another thing. I think Squarespace is great too, although I can't show you how to do it on Squarespace. I don't have my Squarespace username. I don't like Squarespace, to be honest with you. So Wix is just a simple, easy, user-generated website for beginners. Like I had no business making a website, but I did. Remember? Oh, I made a website, man. It's like a lot
more worse before.
Fatemi, your son's giving me anxiety. He's climbing everywhere. There is what. Look, whatever website generated, server you choose, that's completely up to you. I can show you with Wix because I found that the most easy user-generated one. Okay. So what I want you guys also, just before we jump, we got 3 minutes in. We want to pay attention to our personal pages as much as our business pages. Let me tell you why. When we are adding people to our personal pages so we can be friends with them, they're going to stalk you. And if they say things that they don't like if you're political, or if you're if you're sharing something against transgender people, or you're sharing something that doesn't rub someone the right way, unfortunately, they are not going to they're going to have this certain bad taste in their mouth and that impression about you. So give your personal pages as much love and attention as your business pages do. Let me tell you why. Because your personal pages, people on your personal page trust you already. They already know you.
They want to see the same person as you are on business and personal.
Yeah. And also a lot of the people that you are on your friends list can be easily converted.
It's true.
That trust doesn't have to be there. Okay. You don't have to work for that trust as much as a lead. Okay. So because there's something called warm leads. Yeah. Whereas when they come in, they're hot. They're ready to buy, they're ready to go. So pay attention to what you're sharing on your personal page as much as your business page. And I guarantee you, if you do it the right way, you will sell like crazy. All right, guys. Any other questions before we go?
2 minutes left.
Does that mean that I have to change my personal Facebook name to be the same as my business? I do recommend it, but you don't have to know. I recommend it. I think.
This is it's a whole different name.
Yeah, I don't want you to have your business page to have, I don't know, Smith, and then your business page to be like Susie. No, it doesn't make sense. It needs to be congruent. But it's completely up to you. Okay. Any questions, guys? Items rain. All right, guys, have a great night. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Pop them in the chat below, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.